Hi, welcome to take number 3. Happy May 8th. This better? This better. I don't know what is better. We'll work with it. Okay. This is take 3, and it's going to be the final take. Otherwise, I have to start typing this out. Here's my May newsletter. 1, pay very, very close attention to the sun and what it's doing. Find yourself an app that can track the behavior of the sun and the patterns of the sun and give you a heads up when it's reached its max. I do need to caution you that the sun is having more frequent eruptions and flares and storms, and they're also bending the maximum of the scale at which they've created to determine the strength of the storms. They're going to have to change it. They're going to have to increase the maximum level because the sun has, it's getting close to reaching it. They're just going to have to update it. Anyway, whatever. Pay attention to it. I want you to, within your limits, whatever feels good to you, in the month of May, work with the sun and salt water. So whether or not that's a bath or the ocean or drinking salt water, however it looks and works for you, it's going to be different for everybody. I want you to integrate that into these solar events. If you have questions on that, reach out to me, email me. These solar events are also really, really trying to get a hold of us. And we have been taught to block the sun. And there's a reason for that, okay? But I want you to, within your reason, within your limits, within your needs, not wear sunglasses for brief periods of time. Not wear contacts or prescription glasses for brief periods of time. What I would love to see is on bright sunny days, sit outside with no sunglasses, no contacts, no prescription glasses, close your eyes and just let the sun beam on your face 5-10 minutes. And do this periodically throughout the month of May. The month of June is also going to be included in this. Very, very subtle but powerful shifting is taking place in the codes, and this is why this is imperative. We are shifting from the belief that the brain in our head is our primary operating system, the brain in our solar plexus sacral chakra region, that is our primary operating system, and we need to code our body through the programming of the sun, not human programming coming from humans. We need human programming coming from the sun. We need those codes to come in and give our technology, our body, the update. Okay, so that's 1. 2, there are 2 new services that you're going to find on my website. Speaking of the website, it was down for most of March and April. GoDaddy and I spent a lot of time working on that. It should be back up and running. And I think that we've gone through a whole cycle with it, so without any issues. So I think we're good. But if you run into issues, please let me know. Because when I was in it on the back end of it, it didn't show any issues. It was only showing issues for those who would go directly to the site. It was a mess, and now it's cleaned up. Anyway, so you'll see 2 new services being offered. Number 1 is emotional block release and recovery. That is identifying emotional blocks, aiding in your release of those emotional blocks, and then assisting in the recovery of that. That is an in-person session. Can I do it remotely? Yes. That is not my preference for you. My preference for you is to do it in person. The second service that's being offered now is human design. Human design is a complex astrological profile of who you are as a programmed by society being and who you are as a coded genetically and within the cosmos being. So we have the being that is flat out who you are, and those are the things that are very difficult to change or are not going to change about you. And then we have the side of you that is coded by society and by other people, and that's the version of you that's flexible and can change. The information that comes into the human design profile is information that is part of your planetary alignment from your birth date, the location that you were born, and the exact time of your birth. But then it also takes information from 88 days before your birth, combines it, creates a map for you to be able to follow, to have the least resistance in your life, to have the best flow in your life. It's fascinating, it's mind-boggling, it's spot on, and it's incredibly detailed. It makes me realize why the ancient birthing temples were always open to the sky, because the birth attendants were then able to receive information regarding that being that was just birthed and all of their personality traits and quirks and what they were destined to be and what their strengths were and what their weaknesses were. It makes complete sense to me. So human design profile readings are available, and they should be on my website. If you click schedule a session, it will be under there. If you want more information about that, please reach out and I can give you some more details on it. But for the sake of this video and its time, I'm going to keep it to that. Okay. Hang on. I don't have my glasses on because it caught too much glare. All right. I will be helping the Copper Cauldron do their new grand opening since they moved into their new location. And eventually I'll be doing some in-person sessions there on a routine basis. So if you're interested in something along those lines, you can let me know, but also just keep listening because we will be announcing some information regarding those two things soon. 79 days to the retreat. Yay! I'm so excited for this retreat. If you feel stuck in life, if you feel like you've embarked on your spiritual journey and you just don't know what to do, or you've been on a spiritual journey and you're finding yourself kind of at a plateau, the Return to Soul Self retreat is being held in Winter Park, Colorado. And I love going to Colorado for these retreats because of the elements. And so pulling in the elements and doing the work in the elements just feels so fully embraced and fully enveloped by the mother. And doing this in a real intimate setting with other people who are on the same or similar path is really empowering. And it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. I do have some spots left. So if you are interested in filtering out the stuff that doesn't belong to you, but you've decided that you're going to carry it or move into it, then this is the right retreat for you. This is the right time to come into your soul alignment. It's beautiful. So 79 days to the retreat. I do still have a couple spots left, and I'm so excited for that. Cannot wait. I think that's it. That's it for now. Oh no, it's not. The energy forecast. Okay, quick. The month of May, I'm going to group the month of May and June together. Okay. So for the next, let's say 25 to 30 days, intense shifting and changing in our bodies, and intense realignment with your own power and your own thoughts. And this is going to, it's going to startle some people. It's going to really be, it's staccato, short and fast, and really kind of whirlwind. Like, it's going to happen. Your thoughts are going to shift and change, and you're going to say, what? That came out of my mouth, but I fully believe it, but it's not something I would have been in alignment with last week or the week before. This is normal, and this is going to happen all of May and all of June. July has some really special things coming up for it. We'll get to that later. But the energy forecast for May is going to be extremely powerful. Sometimes a little tart, like sour tart. Like, ugh, is that really, did that really happen? Yes, it's really happening. Yes, you are shifting and changing. Yes, it's totally okay. Many of us are going to feel really isolated, really alone, and really confused in May and June. If you need assistance, if you need guidance, if you need leadership on this, reach out. You are not alone. It's the confusing part of it is going to be very real. It's extremely confusing. Can be extremely confusing. Okay. So we have the staccato, we have really powerful. The sun's going to play a major, major role in a lot of this. I wouldn't be surprised if we have some extreme blackout where technology is down for a couple days. Not in a bad way, but just it disrupts the function of our life right now because we're so technology reliant. It's going to disrupt communication. Mercury is, in fact, still in retrograde. Communication is going to be disrupted quite a bit in May and June. June, towards the end of June, starts to level off just a titch, but it's area of level. So if we're currently here, for an example, the level that we rise to in the next few weeks is going to be up here, okay? And so we're going to be doing this for the next few weeks. The new level is going to be up here. So the new energetic vibration is going to be up here, and our bodies are going to have to match that. You're going to feel body aches. You're going to have maybe some racing heart, some headaches behind the eyes, temple headaches, a lot of ringing in the ear, a lot of things with the throat chakra as we're still in communication, retrograde with Mercury. You're going to notice release of emotions and energies from in between the spine, each individual vertebrae. A lot of organ, internal body, I don't want to say, do I want to say that? Dysfunction. And this is coming into play and will come into play till probably the end of September, early October, because our sun is so strong right now and we're receiving so many coded upgrades. And so there's going to be some internal dysregulation. There could be some internal dysregulation. Don't be surprised by it. It should ebb and flow. So it should just come and go. Rest. Rest. I have a feeling that 100 years from now, when we look back and take into account of the shifting that's happening in humans right now, the current humans will be flabbergasted. And if you are not operating well right now, be kind to yourself. You're going through a major shift, going through a major upgrade. If you have questions, let me know.